What happens when two of China's brightest stars collide on screen and leave a lasting mark on millions of hearts across the globe? Sparkle's their chemistry is electric. Their connection, undeniable. And behind every gaze, every subtle smile, is a story you've never heard until now.
Welcome to the unforgettable world of Xian and Yang, beyond the drama, beyond the lights.
There is a kind of magic in performance that can't be scripted or rehearsed. It's not in the lines, nor the lighting. It lives in the spaces between. In Go Go Squid, that magic emerged in the undeniable connection between Xian and Yang. Their portrayal of Han Xiangyan and Tong Yan didn't just capture viewers' attention, it captured their hearts. What made their chemistry so unforgettable wasn't grand gestures or romantic tropes, it was authenticity. It was the subtle glances, the unspoken tension, and the quiet moments that felt almost too real to be acted. Xian brought to life a man closed off by past wounds, carrying the weight of silence. Yang embodied warmth and resilience, balancing youthful innocence with emotional strength. Together, they didn't simply play characters, they built a relationship from the inside out. You could feel it in their rhythm. There was no need for over-explanation, their chemistry spoke volumes in stillness. For many viewers around the world, this was not just a fictional romance, it felt deeply personal. Behind the scenes, their collaboration was marked by a shared sense of respect. Both actors are known for their dedication to craft, but it was their emotional intelligence that elevated their performances. They didn't compete for the spotlight, they moved in harmony. Directors noted how the two often rehearsed quietly, exploring the emotional depth of their scenes rather than just hitting their marks. Their creative partnership was rooted in listening, truly hearing each other on and off camera. What resonates most with audiences is that their bond never felt forced. In a world saturated with superficial storytelling, Xian and Yang delivered something grounded and rare. It reminded us of what it means to truly see someone, and to be seen in return. Their chemistry wasn't just entertainment, it was connection. And in that connection, millions of viewers found something real to hold on to. When Go Go Squid first appeared on Chinese television in 2019, few predicted how far its ripples would reach. Within weeks, viewing party selfies from Manila cafes began circulating on Instagram. Not long after, Tokyo commuters streamed episodes on the morning train, their earphones lit by neon station lights. In Paris, midnight watch-alongs filled cramped student flats where Mandarin subtitles scrolled beneath French fan-made notes. And across North America, a generation raised on Hollywood rom-coms discovered that an esports drama from Beijing could offer tenderness they had been missing. What binds this scattered audience is not simply curiosity about Chinese pop culture, but the feeling that Han Xiangyan's guarded ambition and Tong Yan's quiet optimism mirror their own private stories. Every region receives the show through its own cultural lens. Filipino viewers underline the resilience of family ties, Korean fans celebrate its disciplined pursuit of excellence, Brazilians find comfort in its humor. Yet the emotions land with identical force, proving that the architecture of love, regret, and second chances is universal. Local enthusiasm has produced gestures both grand and intimate. In Bangkok, cosplayers recreate the character's first snowy night with bags of crushed ice and hand-painted billboards. In Vancouver, a group of retired teachers meets fortnightly to practice conversational Mandarin using dialogue from the series, laughing at their mispronunciations while debating plot twists with the fervor of teenagers. A Seoul charity auction, organized by esports professionals inspired by Han Xiangyan's mentoring ethos, raised enough money to fund computer labs for underprivileged youth. These acts, scattered across time zones, reveal that the drama's impact extends beyond screens into tangible community building. Digital spaces magnify the effect. Twitter threads in Spanish dissect character growth with academic rigor. TikTok edits set pivotal scenes to K-pop tracks garner millions of views. Reddit forums host translators who volunteer nuanced explanations of idioms so that no emotional shade is lost. Each platform becomes a bridge, shrinking linguistic distance and reminding viewers that stories shared in earnestness need no passport. Xian and Yang, once domestic stars, now occupy a curious role. Cultural emissaries who never asked for the job yet perform it gracefully, reminding the world that vulnerability speaks every language. The global fandom they inadvertently built is less a transient craze than a mosaic of personal awakenings, proof that a single narrative, told with sincerity, can beat with many local hearts at once. Away from the glare of studio lights, Xian and Yang move through quieter rituals that reveal the invisible scaffolding of their on-screen chemistry. Crew members recall that between takes the pair often drift to the edge of the set, scripts closed, speaking so softly that boom microphones never catch the dialogue. They are not gossiping, they are mapping emotional territory. Which memory will Han Shangyan summon when he turns away? How long should Tong Nian hold her breath before she smiles? These private negotiations turn ordinary lines into moments that feel lived rather than performed, and the respect each actor grants the other's process creates a space where risk feels safe. Their camaraderie is sustained by an ease that rarely survives the pressure of celebrity schedules. On night shoots, Yang Zi is known to keep a thermos of ginger tea for Xian, mindful of his tendency to lose his voice after long hours. In return, he runs lines with her in the early dawn, adjusting his pacing so she can try fresh inflections before sunlight erases the intimacy of the empty lot. They make no declarations about friendship, yet the gestures speak loudly, two professionals choosing, again and again, to protect each other's best work. When the Super ELLE camera replaced the drama lens, they slipped into a different dialect of connection. The stylists wanted cold elegance, angles sharp enough to cut through glossy pages, and the actors delivered it. But watch closely and you will see Yang Zi's fingers brushing invisible lint from Xian's lapel seconds before the shutter clicks, or the way he waits half a beat longer than needed so she can find her footing on stilettos. The finished images exude distance, yet beneath the couture veneer lies the same quiet collaboration that powers their scenes. Fashion simply offered another stage on which to practice mutual trust. Perhaps that is why rumors of rivalry never gain traction. People who have stood beside them at press junkets describe a kind of unforced synchronicity. One begins a thought, the other lands the punchline, and both laugh like siblings sharing an old secret. It is more than friendship and less than myth, an everyday kindness elevated by craft. In an industry famed for temporary alliances, their partnership endures because it is anchored not by headlines but by the simple discipline of showing up for one another, whether the world is watching or not. Time has a curious way of testing what we consider unforgettable, yet every measurement suggests that Xian and Yang Zi are built for permanence. The final episode of Go Go Squid may have rolled its credits, but the conversation it triggered refuses to end. Hashtags still resurface on anniversaries, and fan edits gather millions of views even among those who have never watched a frame of the series itself. Industry insiders credit the drama with opening new distribution corridors for Chinese storytelling, convincing streaming executives in Los Angeles, Seoul and Paris that subtitled romance can anchor primetime schedules. In that sense, the legacy of the show already lives in the contracts now being inked for productions that once would have struggled to leave Asia. Yet legacies evolve, and both actors appear determined to shape the next chapter rather than simply inherit it. Xian has spoken of pursuing roles that demand moral ambiguity, a detective whose findings implicate his own family, a war journalist forced to choose between truth and survival. Yang Zi, meanwhile, has begun work on a period film set in 1930s Shanghai, playing a jazz pianist whose music is outlawed. Early rumors say international festivals are circling. These choices signal a shared refusal to let past success calcify into typecasting. They are betting that audiences who loved them as a couple will be equally intrigued by their individual stretch.
Style, the prospect of reunion en in the air like half promise d'ouverture.
Screenwriters toy with treatments that place an older, wiser pair at the center of a narrative about second chances. Producers leak hints of a big-budget fantasy saga requiring dual leads with proven synergy. For fans, hope is fueled not only by nostalgia but by the knowledge that their favorites genuinely respect one another, an emotional currency rare enough to influence greenlighting decisions. Whether they meet again under studio lights or remain parallel constellations, Xian and Yang Zi have already shifted the expectation of what a modern screen partnership can achieve. They demonstrated that chemistry can travel across languages, that sincerity still outperforms spectacle, and that when two performers trust the work more than the noise surrounding it, the world is willing to follow wherever they go next. Their story is unfinished, and perhaps that is the most enduring legacy of all, an open horizon, inviting audiences to imagine the future alongside them. If you felt even a spark of that connection, you're not alone. Red Heart joined thousands of fans around the world who continue to follow the journey of Xian and Yang Zi, not just as stars, but as artists who truly moved us. Pushpin subscribe now to News Star CN for more inspiring stories, behind-the-scenes exclusives, and updates on your favorite Chinese actors and dramas. Speech Balloon, don't forget to hit the like button and tell us which Xian, Yang Zi moment still lives in your heart. Thank you for watching, stay kind, stay curious, and as always, we'll see you in the next video.